Welcome back to our ITIL concepts in less than 5 minutes. Today, we are going to talk about what does value mean. When we talk about value, we all know it has a perceived benefit or something which is useful about. In order to understand this concept of value, let's look at this diagram. This is a typical AND gate and an OR gate that we are familiar with. This is the AND gate, which means how many ever arrows are coming in, it must fulfill. And at the same time, when we have an OR gate, how many ever arrows we have, as long as one arrow is fulfilled, we are okay, we can pass this gate. So in order to get the value realization, there are two aspects. One is the utility, another one is the warranty. How do we evaluate utility? There are two areas that you need to consider. As long as one area is achieved, we can already say utility is achieved. The two areas are either the constraints are going to be removed or we are considering about enhancing the performance. So that concludes utility. When we talk about warranty, there are 4 areas and it's an AND gate, which means all the 4 must be achieved. Security, availability, capacity, and continuity. Let's look at a simple example to relate with this so that it will be a little bit easier for us. When we talk about in an estate in Singapore, because of the housing estates increasing and ATM machines are very less, as in only one ATM machine is available in my area. So we requested the bank and bank is decided to put up an ATM machine in our place. So the value that they are trying to achieve is ATM machine. Now, what is the utility that they are trying to achieve is, one is a constraint that they are trying to achieve. The constraint is due to the complaints from the residents from there, which means not much of an ATM machine in that area, and there is a long queue in the available machine, and there's only one machine over there. So this is considered to be the constraint which the bank has decided to eliminate. That achieves the utility. Before putting up the ATM machine, they should also consider how secured is this going to be in putting up the ATM machine in a particular locality. Of course, in Singapore, it's a very, very safe country, so we don't need to really worry about the theft kind of a concept. But we need to be worried about short circuit or power problems and all these. These kind of issues can commonly happen. So that is what we are considering. Even security can be taken as physical security, data security, all those. Availability. Is the ATM machine going to be available 24/7? Probably not, because we need to talk about cash replenishment, regular maintenance, proactive maintenance, and all these. So the availability has to take those into consideration. How about the capacity? How much of a cash can this machine hold? And what kind of a bill can it hold, like $5 or $10 or $100 or $50? So that is going to be taken under the capacity. Continuity. In case of any disaster or a breakdown, how is the ATM going to be handled, or the ATM service going to be handled? So from a bank's perspective, they need to consider all these 4 areas in order to say warranty has been achieved and either performance enhanced or constraints removed. One of it, once they achieve it, utility is already satisfied. So which means with the help of utility and warranty together, we are able to say value has been achieved. What is the service is utility. How good it is going to be provided is warranty. I'll come back again with the next concept. Until then, bye-bye.